We are the season of the witch. But we need room
What am
tone.
I supposed to do down there?
Suck it.
I mean. Okay.
I really can't stay. Baby, it's cold outside. I'm about to go away. Baby, it's cold outside. Let's see nothing. So very nice. Might fuck around and remember who I really am.
That is
You get a like from me. That is a season of the witch. Might fuck around and put myself first without question.
Oop.
Might fuck around and love myself as much as I love others.
Oop.
Might fuck around and uplift those around me simply because I can. Might fuck around and remember my truest self is pure, free forever. Okay. Come on. Come on, babe. Why don't we paint that to fuck around? And win the day.
You know?
That sounds like my hips.
Sounds like me trying to access any part of my brain today. Good enough is good enough, and if that is not
I
the
think that
theme
was
for today,
great.
I don't know what is. Hi.
Hello.
What a, you know,
Shifting brain. Bee-boo.
what a recording this is going to be.
I can feel it. So
Coming in the air,
on that note,
on that night. Tori, how was your night?
Wait, hold on.
Oh, okay.
Hi,
guys.
Oh
my God, hi. Okay.
Okay. Welcome to
It's Nothing, It's Everything.
I'm Tori.
I'm Kimberly. We are... Well, this is the SNL skit with Anna Gasteyer and Molly Shannon.
Who am I?
Their radio.
Oh my God, yes.
Their radio show.
The sweaty balls.
They're sweaty balls.
Sweaty balls.
Yeah. You are...
I mean, I think it makes sense that I would be Molly Shannon.
And I'm Anna Gasteyer.
Unfortunately, yeah. That's the real... Even though she's brilliant. Not my vibe, but in that, God bless. God bless.
For sure.
Yeah.
God bless. Hey, Queen.
Hi.
It's been a minute.
It has been a minute.
And last night was Halloween.
Spooky.
And last night was your first Halloween trick-or-treating with your boys.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I feel really... Well, I mean, I did the first few years of Finn's life.
Right, but you haven't...
Yeah, but not in 4 years.
You haven't done it. You haven't done it together with both of them.
In 4 years, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the first, Sawyer was like a bag of goo. The last time I did that.
Just a scan bag.
He was just a scan bag. And no, but it was lovely. You know, we got the classic P&W rain.
So wet.
Soy wet. And I have one kid who was like, I will carry my umbrella. You will carry my bucket. I will go to the door and then deposit the candy into the bucket that you are holding to keep it dry. That's my eldest. And then Sawyer, who's just not a hat, umbrella, coat to be seen. Is
just happy
like,
to be here.
Fuck yeah, guys. Let's rage. And I was like, yeah, but like I just sopping wet. And he would try to stay with me under my big umbrella, but he was like, either he would be too fast and he's like, Mama, or he would be too slow. And I was like, you have to speed up. Like, what are we doing? And we went to a place that, it's like its own little community, but there's thousands and thousands of people.
Yeah.
Which they kind of go all out. I expected more, honestly, from the rumors I'd heard.
She's got notes.
I do. I think it would have been magical if it hadn't been raining and everyone had an umbrella.
Yeah.
You know, but it felt classic. I was just like, yeah, this is a good intro to what it's going to be for the next few years until my kids don't want to hang out with me.
Mm-hmm. Because that's been I think this is the third year where Rosalind is like, I'm not into it, but I'll do it. But it's like begrudgingly. And then after
What does she do?
the night is over, she's like, that was not fun. Well, last night she had, she has like all the social things now. So it's like no longer cool to trick or treat with us as a family.
Mm-hmm.
But hold on. We'll get into my Halloween in a second.
Okay.
Because it's a whole story. But she did it. She takes one for the team, even though she doesn't want to. So
I mean, that was one of my reasons for not doing the show, is that somebody had said, they're like, yeah, my daughter turned 10 and she decided she didn't want to hang with us on Halloween.
mm-hmm.
And my friend was like, if I had known that last year was going to be my last year trick-or-treating with my eldest, like I would have like treasured it more.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I was like, right there, I'm out.
Record scratch.
Yep. I said, stop, no more. I need to be there. Because I don't want to like be on my deathbed and be like, remember when I didn't spend a Halloween with you? Like, that sucks, So,
yeah.
And Finn's gonna be 9 next year, but I know.
Stop it.
I know. He's 8.
I hate that. I mean, I love that because he's like becoming a person, but also I hate that.
Yeah. But he also is like, every time we would go to and he would lead the charge. Like he was like, we're hitting that. I can see
he was making a plan.
He had a
man
plan.
On a mission.
Yeah. He was there. We were all the Ninja Turtles and he was Raphael and he was just out there. But every time he would come back and deposit his candy, he'd be like, was that the last house? Can we go home? And we were like, well, and
he's
we were
like,
with,
I've completed the task.
Yeah.
Carry on.
We're like, because the mom of the kids that we were hanging out with, she was like, after we're going to go play Nintendo at our house. And so like, there's not a candy in the world that Finn cares about more than Nintendo. Like there's nothing that is more important.
Yeah.
Than the video game.
Plus, you're like walking around getting candy out in the rain.
And he hates
when he
rain.
could be inside playing Nintendo.
And he is a fair weather child. Like he does not like, he was like, I'm so excited for Halloween, but ugh. And I was like, what's that? What? And he's like, it's going to rain and that's going to take the fun out of it.
Oh.
And I was like, remember, it's just water.
Okay, feels.
Yeah.
Okay, feels.
Yeah. It's just water, but I get it. I understand. But you will be fine. I don't like it either.
It's just, yeah.
But
I mean, it was very rainy last night compared to the Halloween before where it was like drizzly.
Oh, Pat said it was horrible. He was like, and they didn't have umbrella because they didn't have umbrellas last year.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, you be better.
Get an umbrella.
Where do we live, friend?
Yeah. Don't be that Seattleite that refuses to use an umbrella.
Mm-hmm. So we had like big old golf umbrellas this year that took up the entire sidewalk, which was also problematic because like there were so many people, but it was lovely.
And then when did you have an asthma attack?
Oh, in the middle of the night.
Oh, unrelated.
At like 2:00 in the morning.
Just for S's and G's.
Just woke up and I was like, I can't breathe. Like, and I was like, okay, we're going to do my calming exercises. Maybe I don't know, need to adjust. I adjusted. It didn't go away. So I had to go downstairs and get my puffer. And then I was able to go back to sleep. And then I did a nebulizer this morning.
You can go back to sleep after you inhale albuterol?
Oh, yeah.
That shit jacks me up.
I mean, I think a normal person, it would throw everything into cahoots. But when I took the nebulizer this morning, which I haven't done a nebulizer, like a full thing.
Yeah.
In quite some time. And I'm still, I mean, look how shaky I am. Like I am still, I feel roided out right now. And I was like trying to text on my phone. I was like, I can't control my, I got
the Parkinson's fingers.
I got Catherine Hepburn hands.
Sorry, no offense to anyone with Parkinson's.
God,
It's a very real, very sad, very devastating disease. Sorry. Sorry.
Don't cancel us at all. But yeah, so my asthma was yucky and I can't tell why. Like there's nothing other than I was outside in the sopping wet, but that was it. There's nothing.
Does being outside in the sopping wet trigger your asthma?
I mean, I'm allergic to everything outside. Trees, grass, mold, dust, pollen.
Oh, so like the settling of all, because that was like our first
Mhm.
big rain
That was our
too.
first. This
Well,
has
that's not
been
true,
no,
but
but I
still.
think it's when am I hanging outside? Ever.
It's also like the first big rain while the leaves are also falling. So it's like all of
Yeah.
this stuff
And
that's
it's also humid.
it's
And
so
humidity and my lungs don't do well.
Yeah.
Like I can't have humidifiers because it just makes everything worse, which is really great because people are like, "But you're a singer, you need humidity." I'm like, "Well,
I was gonna say you're a singer and you have eczema.
yeah, you know, just
And you have
really,
asthma.
it all sucks."
It's a lot of contradictions there.
Yeah. So, you know, if my brain is moving slower today, it's because the albuterol went to my heart instead of my brain, and it's making me feel hella jacked up. But
She roided.
it's fine.
Everything's fine.
But no, an inhaler can't take me down.
Can't
Just
take
the
me
good stuff.
down.
So tell us about your Halloween.
Well, so how far back do I go? Okay.
It was yesterday.
I know, but I'm just saying like there's so much lead up to how yesterday
Oh.
unfolded.
Okay.
So Rosalind, you know, is
I've heard of her.
departing the family traditions as she ages. She
Yeah.
is now 16 and has her own, I know, and like has her own wants and desires and
Basically going to college.
life. I mean, she's already talking about college. Anyway, it's horrible. Everything's fine. So she has all of the social events happening. One of her friends is having a Halloween party. Another one of her friends is having a sleepover. It's 2 different friend groups. She wants to do all the things. Also, the friend that's having the sleepover is one of her best friends from elementary school. There's like a trio of them. And historically, these 2 best friends in this group of the 3 of them have always had Halloween plans with their own social circles from like when they were little kids.
Mm-hmm.
And so the 3 of them have never done Halloween together, even though they've all been very close for, you know, what is math? How do I math it? 8 years?
A billion years.
A billion years. Yeah. So new friend group and also friend group that she shares with the boyfriend is having a Halloween party, but then like sturdy friend group is having a sleepover and it's like her first opportunity to do Halloween with them. And so she wants to do both and, you know, it's all the things, but then also it's like trying to squeeze those things in and then also us do some kind of family something. So there were a lot of conversations leading up to yesterday. The, of course, additional layer of the fact that yesterday was Nick's birthday.
Yeah, Nix it, fix it.
Nix
Happy
it,
birthday.
fix it. Happy birthday.
You
Ooh,
will.
ching-chong-chong.
Woo! Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So lots, just
So
it's a
much.
big old onion, you know, as is all the fucking things. So, we're like trying to make the plan. We go to this Halloween block party that is in like the next neighborhood over, and it's super kid friendly and very PNW, and people are like
Cute.
handing out fresh fruit and toothbrushes and glow sticks and
Gross.
Matchbox cars, and you know, there's like a variety of things.
Sure.
And, you know, it's very, very Seattle. But it's really fun. It's really like the whole neighborhood gets into it.
Mhm.
There's a parade and a mariachi band
Come on.
that's part of the parade, and they do it every year. It's super fun. And it's also starts at 5 o'clock. So it's like 5 to like 6:30, get in, get out, go home, have dinner, go to bed. Easy, right? Sure. So finally the compromise is Rosalind and her boyfriend will come with us to the block party for 30-ish minutes.
Okay. Gotta hit that mariachi.
30 to 45 minutes. Yeah. Block party starts at 5. Parade starts at 5:30.
Mhm.
They're in an Uber because the Halloween party at her friend's house on Queen Anne. So traveling from Columbia City to Queen Anne on Halloween in the dark, in the rain. You know, traffic's right. Like you can envision the traffic. So her compromise is she'll stay until 5:45. Then she and her boyfriend will take an Uber to Queen Anne and be okay with being, 15 to 20 minutes late for the start of the party. But also she wants to be there at the start of the party because then also she's leaving the party to then go to the sleepover at the other friend's house, right? So it's like, it's a whole thing. So we finally
I have to keep reminding myself she's 16 and not 8.
I know.
And so I'm like, you put your 8-year-old in an Uber?
No. And also, to be fair, I would
Even
never.
a 16-year-old,
I would never put her in an Uber by herself. Her boyfriend takes Ubers a lot of the time.
Oh.
And,
cool.
He is a tall,
drink a
strong man. So I feel better about her being in an Uber with him rather than, as a very petite 16-year-old female.
Yeah.
So we're getting ready. George comes over. They're baking cookies. They're doing their costumes. It was very cute. She was Pikachu and he was Ash Ketchum. And
that is cute.
I'll show you the picture. It's very well done. They're making cookies for the Halloween party. They're like having a whole day because she didn't have school yesterday. Dot gets home. I go pick up Dot. She gets home. She's excited. Let's get costumes on. Also, the like plan of our costumes changed 5 million times. She wanted to be a firefighter. She wanted to be this. She wanted to be that. She wanted to be Elsa. Then she landed on Elsa. Then our costumes came out of that. She landed on Elsa. She wanted Nick to be Olaf.
Yeah.
She couldn't decide what she wanted me to be. She either wanted me to be Anna, Sven, or the baby troll that sings that he only likes to tinkle in the woods.
Okay.
And I said, sure, girl, let me get out my AstroTurf toga.
Yeah.
And I'll be a troll.
Yeah.
But, then, of course, life lifed. And I was like, great, I'm going to be Anna and I'm going to pull from what's in the closet. And like all things considered, it was mostly
you got Anna vibe.
Pretty good. I had a, long skirt and then I borrowed a corset of Rosalind's and a cape of Rosalind's and I put my hair in braids and it was fine.
Yeah.
The colors were mostly close.
Cool.
And so I'm getting my costume on. Nick's getting his costume on. Rosalind's like doing her Pikachu makeup. And Dot just out of nowhere has this epic meltdown about putting her costume on.
Oh.
And then about how she hates Halloween because she hates knocking on people's doors. And she doesn't like the costumes. And the decorations are scary. And she just like, and when I say meltdown, I mean like, the rage. The rage monster just comes out and she's screaming. And like on the floor, screaming, kicking, just so full of rage. And then is like, but there's so many layers to this too. She doesn't want to wear a coat because Elsa doesn't wear a coat. So she can't wear a coat because then she's covering her Elsa costume. But then also, if she's not going to wear a coat and it's 44 degrees and raining, she's going to need some layers. So we put some layers on her. But she is such a sensory sensitive kid. So layers mean bunchy fabric.
Yep.
Yeah. And
I do.
And that is the downfall of humanity. And so
which the mom memes going on Instagram about the coat situation.
I swear to God.
Of like parents role playing their kids being like, she tried to put a coat on you?
Yeah.
How dare she?
Yeah.
What a bitch.
Total.
Like,
and that is like full on her, just the fucking rage at the idea of having to wear a coat. Shame on me. And also she's like, I will burn everything down. There is no negotiations. There's no, it's just
the fire breather. What's her name?
So she's screaming about the layers and the bunchy clothes, and she's screaming about not wanting to see scary things and not wanting to knock on people's doors and not wanting to wear a costume, and she hates costumes and just like full fucking rage.
Burn it down.
And we could not anything. Couldn't reason, which is not surprising, right? But also like couldn't give care, couldn't give space, couldn't anything. Like everything that we offered made her
full
more fucking ragey.
Sure.
So we do that for an hour.
Woof.
And I'm like, babe, we're gonna miss
mariachi is done.
We're gonna miss the parade. We're gonna miss the mariachi band. She's like, I don't care. It was too loud. And I'm like, that was your favorite fucking part last year, but okay.
She got older. Her ears got bigger.
I guess. So I was gonna say a year in, what felt like a year.
Yeah.
An hour in, she's just like, just can't. At one point she took off the Elsa costume, threw it at me. This is like, I feel like this is like the mom experience in a nutshell. She threw the costume at me, and somehow a little Disney costume made of like tulle and satin,
Mm-hmm.
the way she threw it, one of the sequins on the fucking tulle cape of her fabric just like clocked me straight in the eye. And I'm like, you literally lacerated my eyelid. Like, how does that even happen? But also, like, of course that's what happened.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I just like get up and leave. And then she's ragey that I'm gone. And I'm like, yeah, well, you just fucking assaulted me.
Give me a cornea.
I have to remove myself.
Hurt my cornea.
It was just a lot. It was a whole lot. So anyway, she decides eventually she wants to go as, I guess they're mowing the lawn.
Are
next
they
door. Why
mowing
are they
the
mowing the
lawn?
lawn? It's been pouring down rain.
Yeah, not the best
That's
time, you
confusing.
guys.
Good luck, I guess.
He's so heavy.
She finally decides on her bat costume from last year.
Mm.
And we're like, okay, the parade has already started. Do you want to go or are we staying home? Like, that's where we're at. Because, like, we don't have a lot of time. And she's like, I want to go. I said, great. We can walk around one block and then we have to come home and have dinner. Rosin and George are just, like, sitting in silence this whole time. And I'm like,
God bless George.
I'm like, you guys are fucking troopers. Thank you. Rosin agrees to come with us anyway. It's literally 5:40 and we are leaving our house when she and George were supposed to be leaving the block party at 5:45. So
Is that Nick?
So aggressive.
Is he doing that?
He's like, let the kids figure it out by themselves. I'm gonna go mow
Why
the
are
wet
they
lawn.
so close to us?
It's next door, I'm assuming.
Isn't next door on the other side of the house?
We're on the other side of the house.
Hold on. Oh, that neighbor.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I forgot. I don't go that far.
The other next door.
I don't go up there.
You don't go up that hill.
No, I just turn in.
There's another house there.
Wow. Stop.
Get your house away. Anyway, we're leaving the house at 5:40. I'm like, Rosin is doing she is
A trooper.
such a trooper. She is like trying to self-regulate as much as she can. I'm looking at the clock. Her and George are sitting in the back seat in silence. And I'm just like, and he's also like very time specific.
Sure.
So he's also like, we said we were going to leave at 5:45 and now we're not even going to get there until 5:52 and then we have to go trigger. So I'm like, all of this is like playing out in my head. And so we're in the car and I'm like, babe, I think you just go to we happen to get a parking spot right in front of Dot's favorite house in this block party anyway. So I'm like, babe, I think you guys come with us to the first house and then you can go. Like you've done your best and we are not here because of you.
Yeah.
So she did. They came with us to the first house. They left. We did the block party. We actually caught the tail end of the parade.
Good.
We were there for like 30 minutes. We went back home. It was just a fucking shit show. Came back home, fed her. Bedtime was, I don't know, not super high friction, but it just was like that was our Halloween. And then it was, pouring down rain and I'm in the floor length skirt, so it's just like soaking
all the way up.
All the way up,
Come on, 90s.
Come on. Yeah, it was a time. It was an experience.
Wow. And Roslyn got everywhere she needed to on time, or not on time.
Not on time. Oh no, and then it gets worse.
Oh.
Not on time. So she gets to the party. They get there, late. It took them like 45 minutes to get there.
Yeah.
They get to the party, then there was a miscommunication about when she was being picked up or like misaligned expectations about when she was being picked up. So then like she's upset because Nick's like, dude, I'm not going to pick you up at 10 o'clock and then drive you 30 minutes further north, which then puts me home at like 11:30. It's Halloween night. Everyone's drunk. It's fucking raining. It's a Friday night in Seattle. Like we gotta compromise. So like I can't let you stay at the party until 10. I gotta pick you up early. That conversation is happening while she's at the party. So of course she's upset. Then like Nick and I fully unintentionally start a conversation that should have started 2 years ago.
Oh, it's one of those. Oh, no. That's such an easy way for you to explain that. So an important one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really fucking, like, maybe the most important conversation we've ever had.
Okay. I mean, trick or treat. You know what I'm saying? Like, happy Halloween.
You know, happy Halloween, happy birthday.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then after going through the whole process of him being like, Roslyn, I'm sacrificing my birthday to drive. I don't want you to feel bad about this. I just want you to understand that, like, this is the compromise that I'm willing to make for you, but I need you to understand that, like, I also have needs. And so we have to find a middle ground. So they go through that whole conversation. She finally decides that she's okay with leaving early as long as we can take George home. I'm assuming because she thought she was going to be with George until 10. So she wanted to still be with George until 10. So Nick's like, fine, whatever. And then it's like, I don't know, 9 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
So like about when he should be leaving. And it was like evident that we were either going to lean into the conversation or miss the opportunity.
That's hard.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
So we start to lean in.
Yeah.
And then suddenly it's 10:15.
Oh.
And I'm like, not only is the party over, but I don't know what's going on at this kid's house. Is she overstaying her welcome? I don't know what George's parents' expectations were, but now he's late. Also, I know that Rosalind's friend that she was having a sleepover with was also upset that Rosalind was coming over so late when she was going to be leaving Queen Anne at 10. And so I'm like, now we have derailed everything for her. Like, now we have officially, between Dot's meltdown and all of the things, like, we have just derailed her entire Halloween. So then Nick left.
Okay.
Got so then we had Roslyn and George take an Uber to his house so that he could at least get home. Nick picked Roslyn up from his house, took her up to the sleepover.
What time did he get home?
11 something.
Mm-hmm.
And then we
continued the conversation
until 4:30 this morning.
How are you upright right now?
I don't know. Caffeine and a hope and a prayer. And also, you can see I'm heavily leaning into this couch.
If I go 1 degree more, her head is falling off like that girl with the necklace.
Yeah, the green ribbon girl.
Yes. God, that book.
I love that book.
That book gave me full nightmares.
I was obsessed with that book.
What?
Scary Stories?
Scary Stories.
Yeah.
With that guy?
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, so, can I ask questions?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, where did we land?
Well,
are we in a comfy space or in a, just like a more, we have more information?
We have more, I would say neither.
Okay.
No
Wrong
spit takes.
time.
No spit takes on the microphone, Tori.
Of my hot tea. Okay.
I would say we are in a
holding pattern?
We are in a new, different holding pattern.
Okay.
But
I mean, because the last time we talked, we were not in a holding pattern.
Well, I would say we're still in that holding pattern.
Okay.
It's just like a different step of
Yeah,
that.
there's another.
It's like another, it's another layer to the fucking onion. But it's like all things that needed to have been like really actually explored for probably a lot longer than 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that like that 2-year point, and we are coming up on it because like that first Mexico trip, when I came back from that Mexico trip, and I was like, nothing can remain the same.
Mm-hmm.
We're like really talking about all of the things that should have been talked about then.
Well, better late than never.
But I guess better late than never. But also, it's like, you know, there's just so much. There's just so much, and it's so exhausting. And it's like being able to talk about the reality of where we're at and be honest with each other about our limits, not just our boundaries, but like our limits as humans is something that has been avoided for a very long time. I don't want to put all of the onus on Nick, but his tendency to lean into avoiding confronting the hard shit is a big piece for me of why I have not felt safe in our relationship. Because I'm like, let's fucking talk about it. Right?
Yeah.
It's me. I'm like,
it's me.
Yeah. I'm like, let's fucking let's unearth the uncomfortable shit and spread it out on the table.
Yeah, look at it.
And pull it apart.
It's probably really
and get
dirty.
out a fucking microscope. Yeah. Like, let's get
cobwebs up in there.
There's so many
Mold,
cobwebs.
probably.
Hella mold. There's probably fungus. We got mushrooms growing in there. It is. Stop mowing the lawn. Oh,
well, stop mowing the lawn, but also the mushroom with a knife.
The mushroom with a knife that will feast on your corpse. Yeah.
You unearthed it last night.
We unearthed it last night.
That's great.
And, well, it is.
But it's more information, right?
It's more information.
Have more information.
Right.
It's not sitting in that place of I only know what I know. You only know what you know, right?
Yeah. Right. Well, yeah. And also, like, it's more information because for the longest time, especially in these last 2 years, I have been saying, like, I don't know if we are compatible. I don't think we want the same things. And that, of course, as a partner who is a fucking people pleaser, is like,
yeah,
he can't feel comfortable hearing that.
No.
And I understand that
people hate mirrors, Yeah. I hate mirrors.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't show me.
Yeah.
What don't get out. Broken glass.
Push
and now
your
I have
stupid
7
mirror
years
away.
of bad luck,
Yeah.
So it's like, do you want the bad luck or do you want to actually like deal with the trash that's in front of you?
Yeah. Yeah. Clear the fucking cobwebs.
Yeah. Get out of here, mushroom
Get
face.
out of here, mushroom. Go feast on something else.
Yeah.
Go thrive on something else.
Somewhere else.
Jesus. So we actually talked about like what that means. And I mean, now is the challenging part, right? It's like now we are forced with
I think he's weed whacking now. He's got a fucking weed whacker.
mowing the side of my house. He has moved off from the lawn and he is just mowing straight up my siding.
I know you guys need it quiet. Okay. Thank you, Brian.
Perfect, Amy. Perfect. But now we have to face reality, which is like we are so different. And this is just like to completely oversimplify it. What the conversation, if I can distill it down to one thing that I said last night, because we were talking about, we went on this retreat last summer, the Scottman's retreat, and we did, we were like, we got a workbook and we're doing all this stuff. And Nick feels very comfortable with his tools and parameters, right? And he's like, we've got a workbook.
Structure.
I'm following the steps in the workbook.
Yeah.
And I look at that workbook and I'm like, this is rudimentary. And like, it's a fine starting point, but it is not like
it's not the end all.
This is not how we function for the rest of our lives because it's still surface. And so he was like, I've been really trying to like work the 5 steps that we learned at Gottman's, and I've been trying to do all these things. And he's like, I feel like you are so triggered by it and you're so like non-responsive to it. And I was like, I am, because the 5 steps, it feels so sterile. It's like an exchange of information. Here's my experience. Here's your experience. Here's my triggers. Here's your triggers. What's our compromise? And I'm like, that's just us talking at each other. That's still us on 2 separate sides talking about our individual experiences rather than coming together as humans and getting curious and asking questions and seeking to understand.
Yeah.
And
but also
taking the time to explore.
Yeah. And meeting that person where they are. Be like, I know your triggers.
Yeah.
But how can I help you with them?
Yeah.
Not just be like, I'm not going to ever do them.
Right.
Because that's unsustainable.
Right.
People gonna be triggered.
Right.
And so you have to actually like care about the experience of the other person.
Yeah.
Which is hard.
Well, and
but
it's
also, not everybody's married, you know.
That's why not everybody's married, and that's also why not everybody stays married. Yeah. But what it really distilled down to, I feel like the, you know, symbolism or whatever, the crux of the conversation, the crux of the
biscuit,
the fucking root of the issue is that I'm like, and he's like, do you feel like he asked me something along the lines of like, does it feel like he feels safe and secure with those tools? Do those tools feel like training wheels to me? And I said, no. Yes, but no. What I see is that I believe that our relationship is an entity. It is its own living, breathing organism. It is like this life of its own that we have to nurture and foster and feed and water and grow and propagate and, you know, like
thatch,
put the fucking time in, right? Like put the work in. And I'm like, I'm looking at this ecosystem that requires everything. Meanwhile, you're over in the corner with a hammer and a chisel working away at a rock.
You're just more of a plant lady than he is.
I guess I'm just more of a plant lady.
You're more of a plant lady.
And that's you know, unfortunately not an uncommon.
No.
Especially in, you know, cis hetero relationships, not uncommon.
No, the man has the rock and the women have the garden.
Yeah, it's a whole fucking planet. It's gardens and oceans and forests and jungles and mountains and everything.
Yeah.
And he got a hammer and a chisel.
Yeah. He just doesn't have the other tools yet.
Yeah, and what I said is I was like, I get so triggered when you're like, let's sit down and do the 5 steps, because I'm looking at this whole ecosystem and I'm looking at you over in the corner with your hammer and your chisel. And I'm like,
there's an ocean between us.
It's going to take 20 years for you to get from your hammer and your chisel to this. And I don't know where I'm going to be by that point.
Yeah.
And that's.
Yeah. Pat and I've had that conversation. I don't know time-wise, but it had to be years ago, probably when we had kids. And when I started to like really want to grow as a human being.
Yeah.
And I was doing all this like, you know, self-development and like reading all the things and listening to all the things. And I was like so invested in my own growth.
Yeah.
That I looked behind me and I said, oh shit.
Like, look at you back there.
Look at you with your rock.
your hammer and your chisel.
Yeah. Like you got one too, babe. And I can't remember what was the crux of the biscuit, but we definitely had like a moment similar. And I was like, I will outgrow you. And I said it just like that. I said, I will outgrow you. And I don't want to, because I am in love with you and I want you here. But I'm also not going to stunt my growth because you just don't want to be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And, you know, we all have our things that we deal with. And one of Pat's is like, he likes comfort, which is not abnormal.
Nick is the same.
Yeah. He likes comfort. But I was like, but if you want to be comfortable with me, then you're going to have to get uncomfortable. And that looks different for everybody. And that was the hard part for me, is like my uncomfortable is like, I'm going to like, do all the hard things first.
Yeah.
And where it's like, okay, but he doesn't have those necessarily the tools that I have.
Yeah.
And so like, how can I hold his hand and not drag him with me, but
Yeah.
like invite him and then help him every step of the way. But I do remember that conversation of like, bro, nut up or shut up.
Yeah.
Because the thing that you will lose will be this.
Is me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the more that you choose your comfort, the more you are asking me to shrink myself to accommodate your natural state.
Yeah. Well, and you're just showing me, you're showing me that you can't play big.
Yeah.
And I play big all the time.
Roll big. Roll big.
We're those women who are like, I will not shrink for anyone.
No.
And
I
I
will
shouldn't
be
have to.
I will be true to myself.
But that's why we need the sturdy people.
Yes.
Right? Like not taking away, and I'm just talking about my experience with patio furniture. Like I was just like
oh,
Nana. Not a listener of the pod. But a good friend. But I forgot because I got distracted by patio furniture. I distracted myself. No.
We don't shrink ourselves.
Oh, but we had that episode, right? About like strong women need sturdy men.
Yeah.
And we do.
Yeah.
There are soft places to land.
Yes.
But that also means that I expect you to also be able to stand up in your own right, in your own strength.
Yeah.
And show me what that looks like.
Yeah. Meet me as an equal. Don't be intimidated by my existence, by my feelings, by my choices, by my wants, by my goals, by my visions.
Yeah, it's the ball dance.
Fucking meet me and be curious.
Yeah. Know that it's every day is an opportunity to grow. Because that's like every day that's one of the things that is the mantra in my head. It's like every day I want to get better in some way.
Yes.
And not big strides, right? Because if we're always like going for big strides, it's also not sustainable and hard and gross.
No, you will burn out fantastically.
Yeah, but if I can like move a centimeter in one aspect of my life, then cool. But I think that like Pat will look at that and be like, I have to make these huge strides. And it's like, no, just 1 centimeter a day.
Yes.
That's the longevity so that we're all there at the end.
In the same place with the same visions and not executing them the same, right? But like at least working together and moving together, even if you're not side by side.
Yeah.
It's not, I mean, when you go rock climbing, you do not scale a vertical wall of stone.
You don't.
With a person shoulder to shoulder with you. One goes ahead, then the other comes up, then the other goes ahead. Right? It's like you've worked as a fucking
analogy you just
team.
used.
I don't know
like,
why I did that,
climber?
but I just popped. Well, I just popped into my brain. When you climb with someone, you don't do it. You're not like arm in arm.
No, I mean Matthew McConaughey.
You're working together to keep each other safe.
Yes.
And one person's ahead and one person's behind, and then you switch, and then you take a break, and then
you're a team.
Somebody mounts your fucking tent to the side of a rock, and I still don't know how people do that.
I don't get it.
Okay.
No, keep your hammocks to yourself. No, I'm not hammocking. I don't hammock in life with flat ass ground.
Hammock 3,000 feet above the ground.
That's fucking bananas. No, but Matthew McConaughey had like said something that he was on some podcast, right? Because everybody does. And somebody asked him about his marriage. And he said, sometimes somebody is walking and the other person's running. And if the person's running, you just have to be able to see the person behind you.
Yeah.
And not just leave them. And then encourage them and be like, yeah, let's go. Like,
yeah. And then if you're walking,
when I need rest, right? Then
you go.
And then it's you go.
Yeah. And then if you're walking and the person in front of you is getting further and further out of sight, pick it up.
Oh, and
or
just don't judge them, right? I mean, like that's the thing is like, well, you're moving too fucking fast for me.
Yeah.
And it's like, or am I the one that's like holding it down?
Yeah.
Which sometimes you need that, right? Like if I was on my own timeline by myself, burnout would be my middle name.
100%.
Right?
100%.
It would be like, it'd be my first, middle, and last name. It's just like Tori Toast, burnout queen.
Yeah.
So Pat is my anchor. Like
She's burnt toast.
She had burnt toast. Come on. That was excellent.
She burnt toast.
She did Tori burnt ass toast. Oh, I know what that feels like though. Like I deeply in my bones.
Crusty.
Ooh, she black on the edges.
She black on the edges. She getting crumbs everywhere.
And you're just like
you can't take a bite.
It. No, you touch it and she goes, ah, and she just crumbles.
Just crumbles into sand.
Yeah, I have been there. And so Pat is like, he is my like fresh loaf, if you will.
Yeah.
And
he's like, that fresh, spongy Wonder Bread.
Yeah, and he's like, just take it one slice at a time. Like, let's not like light the loaf on fire. Yeah. And like take the plastic out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah. But I'm glad that you had a moment.
I mean, same. It's so hard to exist in a relationship where the
weed whacker's back.
Every fucking time. It's only happening when I'm talking about it.
Universe.
Come on.
We hear you and we need you to stop.
I get it. Okay, I get it. I hear you.
I'm the weed whacker of my life.
That's how I feel too. My brain feels like a fucking weed whacker right now.
Please God. Wow, it's the fact that you did it for like 30 seconds. Yes, I needed it.
What the fuck was I saying?
Oh, we were talking about. Oh, oh yeah, I'm podcasting.
Remember we're podcasting. Come over here.
Leaning forward tour. You're talking about. I said, I'm glad you had that conversation. It was necessary.
Oh yes. Yeah. And I think what is like another layer to the onion, right? Is that I am like always in touch with my emotions, with my mental state, with all of the things.
Yeah.
And he is, I don't want to say always and never. That's not fair.
It's not fair.
I am quite often connected to that piece of me.
Yes.
He is rarely connected to that piece of him. And that I think is due to like the evolution of life and, having kids, and we've been we just have experienced like trauma after trauma after trauma.
Well, yeah, it's a trauma response.
On
right?
top of that, we've been sleep deprived for 5 years, right? So it's like the gap just keeps widening.
Yeah.
And so yes, I'm glad it happened. I'm glad we were able to actually talk about like the root of the thing rather than talking around it or like just talking above it.
Yeah.
Because it's like you can say that we don't want the same things and that we aren't compatible, we don't have the same goals, but like getting into what that actually means is very different than just saying it, right? So I'm glad it happened. But now it's like now we have to one, keep the conversation going, but also like be responsible adults and be realistic and like face the reality of like what does this mean? Because the bigger piece of it, while yes, I have the ecosystem and he has his
chisel.
He's Barney Rubble. He's just like chiseling away at his timesheets. The bigger piece to me that is like, I shouldn't say it's the bigger piece. One of the most significant differences that I don't know if we have the ability to grow through is that he really, really leans hard on acts of service as a love language. Really hard. And his acts of service are like, I drink tea in the morning, so he fills the kettle at night so that the kettle is full, so that when I wake up hella early in the morning, all I have to do is turn the kettle on and boil my water for tea. He, it's like his acts of service are physical. Whereas I'm like, I believe, physical acts of service are fine, right? But like anybody can do that for anybody. What we have been missing is the emotional acts of service, is showing up and getting curious and saying, how can I serve you so that you feel you are not alone, so that you feel sturdiness, so that you feel held and heard and safe and met. And that's, I mean, I think women, you know, unfortunately, if we're going to gender stereotype, it's just easier for women to do that, partially because of how we are groomed in modern society.
Because we were taught to.
And also because we are
We've had to.
And also like the reality of human evolution is that like we are the ones with maternal instinct.
Yeah.
Which, you know, it's a controversial statement, but I'm going to say it anyway. I do believe can be taught to anyone.
Yeah.
Within reason, right? Like my limbic system and Dot's limbic system are connected in a way that Nick's is not. Because his body didn't make her body, right? Like we're always going to be connected to our kids in a way that the non-birthing parent cannot comprehend, cannot replicate. But there's still another layer to that, which is like service is service. And I feel like, you know, we both exist in service industries,
yes,
right? Like those are the professions we have chosen.
Yeah.
But to be good at serving people, you have to use a lot of context clues. You have to ask a lot of questions. You have to understand the needs of your end user. I mean, if we're going to make it really like unsexy and make it business minded, right? It's like, you know what your end user needs, and then your job is to deliver that to them so that they get the ultimate experience. Whether it's waiting tables or teaching yoga or performing, right? It's like you are giving something to people. And that is the act of service, is providing that space for them, making them feel seen, making them feel valued, making them feel anything, making them feel.
Yeah.
And that is where we just don't have a convergence, because I look at my partner and I'm like, how can I serve you? I don't believe that serving my husband means being barefoot in the kitchen and having dinner ready with a fucking martini at 5 p.m., right? Like that is not service.
Why are you barefoot?
You know, just going back to the 50s.
Were they barefoot? They were in heels.
No, they were in heels. Yeah, you're right. It's like two different wife stereotypes combined.
It's a very Oregon way of saying it.
I'm barefoot in the kitchen.
But
I also have heels on. I also have lipstick on, but my hair is also in curlers. But also I haven't left the house all day, but also...
And I made my apron.
I made it myself. And I've just been vacuuming for 5 hours. Yeah. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
Like I do not ascribe to that mindset that physical acts of service are the thing that support our relationship. No. It is the emotional acts of service. It is saying, you are I want you to feel safe and held and valued and supported. So if I don't know what you need to feel those things, I'm going to ask you.
Yup.
And then I'm going to make actionable efforts to show you that those things are important to me. And I feel like that is like a very ethereal concept to a lot of...
Well, I think God, I heard this great. I was listening to a podcast and they had a therapist on who was talking about, you know, when you're a baby, your ways of communicating are crying, screaming, throwing fits.
Yeah.
And your parents' job is to like read those cues and be like, okay, what are my actionable steps to help you?
Yeah.
And then when we grow up and we start to couple up with people, that's supposed to be our safe space. So you're throwing these fits and, you know, crying and yelling and expecting them to be your parent in a way because they're your safe space.
Yeah.
Just like your parents were. So it's like, I found my person, so I'm just going to throw a fit. And this therapist was like, although that's fine sometimes, you also are a grown-up.
Yeah.
And you know how to speak. You know what you need.
Yeah.
So say it.
Yeah.
So say it. Like there was, and she talked to an audience member and it was like, well, my partner loves gifts, and I'm just like so bad. Like gifts, that's one of her like love languages, and I just don't know how to like. I'm not good at it. And anytime I do buy something, I see her face, and I know it's not what she wanted, and like then I'm like ashamed of myself, and like all the things. And this gal was like, I mean, very kind that you're doing that, but it's also okay for you to ask.
Yes.
What do you want? Give me
Yes.
like a list of 5 things and I'll surprise you with it, whenever. But like you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, it's the same goes with, I mean, any act of service, love language, all of it. It's like you have to communicate.
Without communication, it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah. I mean, that goes back to our Mother Day episode where I was like, tell your partners what you want.
Yeah.
Don't just expect them to read your mind and then throw a fit.
Yes.
Like they can read your mind.
Yes.
Say these are the things that I want. This is how I want to feel.
Yeah.
And then let them do with what they want. If they do absolutely nothing, well, yeah, let's have a bigger conversation. Be like, why did you even ask me then?
Yep.
But if they're stepping up and actually wanting to like do that, then yeah, communicate.
Communicate.
Please.
Communicate and get curious.
And get curious.
So that you can serve your partner.
Yeah.
So that you can grow together and build a fucking ecosystem.
Mm-hmm.
And not, I mean, the whole like throwing a tantrum, having big feelings, whatever, and then like expecting the parents to just anticipate. That is a very oversimplified explanation of our dynamic where I'm like, I have feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my feelings. Me sharing my feelings with you should not be a threat. Me sharing my feelings with you should be information. And then, because we are two independent, autonomous humans, you approach that with curiosity. And like, I will never forget the first Mexico trip. I came back that night. I just so vividly remember crying on our bedroom floor. And I was like, you have no curiosity. You don't ask me what my needs are. You don't ask me what I would like an outcome to be if I'm having big feelings. You don't investigate those feelings with me. You feel threatened by them. And then you decide for me without any indicator that that's what I want. You decide for me what the solution should be to make me feel better. I don't want that ever. I want to come to a safe space with my feelings and be met with somebody who wants to understand them just because. And then if you want to contribute to changing my emotional experience, then you have to get curious and you have to ask to understand better. You have to seek to understand, not to be understood. And when you see that I'm having big feelings about something and you respond to that with whatever physical act of service you think is going to smooth everything over, all that does is tell me that you're not curious about my experience. You're not invested in a different outcome for me. You're not looking to serve me. You're looking to smooth it over.
Band-aid it.
So that we can go back to quote unquote homeostasis, but we actually never get back there.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't exist, because we do not have mutual effort, mutual energy, mutual curiosity. And then like, without that curiosity, there is no serving. There is no sanctity. There is no,
well, it's no longer a safe space. It's a survival space.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
We're playing the role of our lives.
Yeah.
We're not actually living a life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, it's a way, unfortunately, that probably a lot of people live. Where they're just like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, no, you're fucking not.
Like, but even if you are good, like, give me more context. Like, give me more detail.
Yeah.
What makes
what does that
it good?
mean? Yeah. What does good mean to you?
What's good mean to you?
Yeah.
I mean, that's like, God, it goes back to like when we give feedback. It's like, you were really good. well, what was good?
Yeah.
Or, I mean, it just yeah, it's the numbing that a lot, and have done it too, where I'm just like, we are surviving.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just survive. And then, hopefully we do. And then we can talk about it. But it's like, well,
Yeah.
when do you come out of that?
Right. You can't stay there.
No.
You can't, because there is no stagnation.
Mm.
There is no maintenance in marriage. You're either growing or
Mhm.
you're dying.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are not consciously growing, you are removing all oxygen from the ecosystem and nothing survives.
I've said that to Pat. He disagrees with the if you're not growing, you're dying. So he's like, I'm not going to debate for him. But he has been like, sometimes it's necessary to just find comfortability to survive, right? Like
Uh-huh.
it is not everybody is built to constantly be growing every day, all day long.
I agree with that. And
Mm-hmm.
to be able to, as partners who are not on the same page about what growth looks like, to
Yes.
be able to have that conversation and find a solution that works for both of you is still growth.
Yeah. Yeah. Did we already talk about this? I feel like I'm having a deja vu moment.
I don't know.
Do we talk about growth a lot?
Have we ever used the word growth before?
Maybe it's because I'm on the opposite side of the couch today.
It's very confusing. I feel very strange looking at you
and the sky,
looking out the window instead of looking at that curtain.
2 cans, baby. Love it.
Get them 2 cans. Yeah, I would.
Okay.
I would. As I'm sure Patrick is rolling his eyes at me right now, but like I would argue that like finding moments of stillness in your relationship and using that as a grounding tactic is still growth.
Yeah.
Because you're aware enough of yourself and your surroundings to say, this is overwhelming. I need a pause.
Yeah.
How can we pause right now?
And then regain that straight, boop, 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 and get back into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's funny because Pat's about to be, he actually had a real moment. So Patty got a job offer.
Oh.
And he primarily works at home, remote. This job is not remote. It is in the city. But all the right things, he was like, they gave him an offer and he was like, no, this is what I would want to have that job. And then they came back and they're like, all right, you can have all of it. And so he was like, oh, damn it.
Shit. Now I actually have to make a decision.
But when he was like really trying to make the decision, he was like honest about it. He said, do I not want to do it because of I would have to be uncomfortable like for a while. Like I would have to be uncomfortable getting up really early and putting on real adult clothes and going
Commuting
outside,
into the city.
figuring out his new commute and new people, still electrical engineering, but kind of a different avenue of it. And he had to like really, buckle down. And I was like, I appreciate the fact that you're even acknowledging that that's maybe what's keeping you there.
Yes. 100%.
Because I said, and I was like because he asked me, of course, he's like, what's your gut? And I said, my gut says go for it. Because like you've been at this place for 10 years. So,
stir it up.
Yeah. I was like, you're in that age bracket where this would be the moment. And more people to know, and don't burn any bridges, don't shit on any desks, but as on your way out, but like, get uncomfortable because that's where all the growth happens.
Yeah. Go grow.
And
watch yourself evolve. Come on.
And so I was like, yeah, babe, get out there. And it's also a lot more money. So like, God bless, which is nice. And we learned about the train. Choo choo. You can hear it right now. Like because
the light rail?
There's a sounder. The sounder is like 15 minutes from our house. And it's an actual train that goes to like King Station downtown.
Like an Amtrak train?
Yeah.
Oh,
a commuter train.
Oh.
We have one. Seattle has one.
But
So
you're not
it's
talking about
also
the light rail.
not the light rail. It's actually a
like
choo-choo.
It's choo-choo on the choo-choo
It's a
tracks.
choo-choo
It
track.
goes beep boop.
And like it runs like every 20 minutes. To get to the light rail. I know. To get to the light rail, we have to drive like half hour.
Yeah, you have to go to Angle Lake,
Angle
right?
Lake,
Yeah.
and then we take it in.
Yeah,
and you
it's
still
too much,
and
no.
so and I was like, you might as well
And then
fucking
it's fucking
drive.
slow.
Yeah, and like there's since now a lot of people commute, right? But there's some really unique people on the light rail.
Oh yeah.
The sounder is like all commuters, and because I was talking to a student who told me about it, and she was like, "Oh, you can tell people who are new there," and just like or people that shouldn't be there. Like they're they're like, "Why are you on our train?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "So it's,
you don't go here."
Yeah, you don't go here. Where are you going? And she's like, "So it's it comes every 20 minutes, takes you right downtown." And I was like, so I ran home and I was like, "Pat,
you don't have to drive.
It's a 15-minute drive, and it saves like hundreds of dollars."
Yeah. Also that
less
commute,
of a footprint,
less of a footprint.
Yeah.
That
They don't pay
morning
for
rush
parking.
hour commute into the city is an absolute nightmare. And I know that because our entrance to the freeway is smack dab in the middle of it. Everybody commuting north to Seattle in the morning. Rush hour starts at 5:50 and is that way until 11.
Yeah. He got up one morning and it was like a Tuesday and it was an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "I don't think I can do that.
No.
I can't." Like that was one of the things, he's like, all things considered, yes, it's great, but I don't know about that. That's 3 hours in the car every day.
Yutch.
Because at first he has to go in 5 days a week, and then
you can taper
it. He can taper it. He still has to go in at 3, but for at least the first like few months or month, it has to be 5.
That makes sense. Got a lot to learn.
Got a lot to learn, but it's a very bougie building, and they've got like a little putting green.
Of course they do.
Yeah, I know. I was like, well, it sounds kind of perfect for you.
Just gotta de-stress in the middle of the workday. Just put some balls.
Electrical engineers, they're the ones that keep the buildings from blowing up. So I want them high and tight.
Please.
If you need to decompress in the middle of your day,
them?
please.
Yeah.
Like, don't miss that code, friend.
Yeah.
One switch.
Don't cut that corner.
Yeah. So, but anyway, all that to say, like, it was a growth moment for him that I could see him really like looking at the full picture.
Yeah.
Not just the decision in front of him, which is great.
Hey, Pat, way to go, man.
Way to go, babe.
Way to be.
Yeah. But
way to go.
It's taken a long time to get there.
Yeah.
It's taken a long time.
Well, and also like I feel like he and Nick have parallels in that they were raised in sort of traditional American society households where the expectation of boys is to shut up and show up and be tough and don't have feelings. And then also like that insane layer of Catholic guilt.
Deep.
On top of that.
Yeah.
Like feel shame if you feel feelings. Not just you can't feel feelings, but if you feel your feelings, you should feel shame. You're doing something wrong. Like it is just so toxic and so destructive to the human spirit. And I have a lot of empathy and, sorry to make it about my situation again,
No,
but
that's fine.
I have a lot of empathy for Nick because that is how he was raised and how he was wired.
Yeah.
And so like the amount of rewiring, I mean, it requires so much diligence and continuous effort and like resistance and pushing a boulder up a hill. You are Atlas and your mountain is fucking steep. And I deeply empathize with that. And at the same time, I'm like, but what are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
Because it's unfair. Yeah, it's fucking unfair.
Yep.
It's really unfair the way that gender roles are like force fed to us in every environment that we are in as children, as we are developing and training our brains. Everything is rooted in gender roles. And it's it's not fair.
No.
It's not fair, but you can either say this isn't fair and this is fucked up and I love myself too much to sit and wallow in the fact that it's unfair and fucked up. Or you can not.
Yeah. There's always choice.
Yeah.
You always have a choice.
You always have a
You
choice.
always have a choice, which can be overwhelming, but also that is what life is.
Yeah.
Because, that fight, flight, or freeze,
And
I
if
feel
you're
like
not
they have a tendency, they as in the men of our lives, have a
Mhm.
tendency to freeze
And then stay there.
and stay there
Mhm.
because it's comfortable.
But it's not. That's the
But
thing
it
that I
is because
think
that's what they've been trained, right?
Right.
That is comfortable to
Yeah.
them because getting uncomfortable is a shock to your nervous system, no matter how big or small it is,
Yeah.
right? You think the fucking tiger is behind you, and how fast can I run out of this scenario?
Yeah.
And or I'm just going to let the tiger, if I stay still, it won't sense me.
It'll leave me alone sooner or later.
Yeah. And so, I mean, I remember even me like learning that because I was like, I like structure. I
Mhm.
don't like chaos.
Mhm.
Chaos is obscene. Get it out of here.
Yeah.
And, but being like, life is chaotic.
Yeah. The human existence
Is
is
cha-
fucking
it's
chaos.
chaos. And so, like, and that's fine because, like, there's lessons to be learned in every step of the way.
Yeah.
But some people just aren't there. They don't have the tools, they don't have the background, they don't have the people around them. That's why it's so important to have people around you.
Yeah.
Now, different for marriage,
Yeah.
very different for marriage, but I think it can also be said for your friendships of like have people around you who challenge you in really good growth patterns.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And who support your evolution, not people who want to keep you the same to keep themselves comfortable.
To keep themselves comfortable. And that's where the marriage really does. That's what makes it hard.
Yeah.
Is because it's like, well, I'm legally fucking bound to you, friend. So
Yeah.
I will outgrow you.
Yeah, I'm legally bound to you. We share massive amounts of debt. We share humans. We share humans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So let's also, but then you have I think you also have, if you share humans, the job, the purpose of teaching, of showing them
Yes.
that's not, that shouldn't be your normal. How you are acting right now should not be your normal.
Yeah.
Like staying stagnant is not a choice long term.
Yeah, not a healthy one.
Not a healthy one.
And then also one of the things that he said last night, he was like, my therapist keeps telling me he was talking about how we have such different
Which, like, yes, be in therapy. I love that.
Yeah. Yes. But he was talking about how we have such different natural states, and his natural state is to be comfortable, to be in his home, in his space, with his things, right? Right?
Hi,
Like
Pat.
I'm like
You're describing my husband too.
screaming
Yeah.
inside. And that's okay that we're different, right? That's him. Whereas my natural state is like go, explore, experience, feel, observe, learn. Like I always want to be going somewhere new, learning something new, having a new experience. I thrive on that in phases.
Yes.
Right? And then it's like I sprint for a while and I absorb all this new information, I absorb all these new experiences, and then I chill. And then, and that's my pace. And so yes, we have two very different natural states. But last night he was like, my therapist keeps telling me to just lean into who I am. And I'm like, and I didn't say anything. I wanted to just like let him keep processing what he was saying. But also I was screaming on the fucking inside because I was like, yeah, dude, like part of the problem that I see is that you are resisting who you are, which is leaving you stuck. Because like if you lean into who you are and you accept who you are and you acknowledge that you and I are very different, that's actually where we start from to then say like, this is who I am and that is who you are. So how do we make it to the middle?
Well, and how did you make it to the middle to begin with?
Well, yeah, I mean, and life was different then, right? It's like, it's just like the fucking layers of life just force you back into your deepest, darkest self.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, just that we have shared so much trauma. We have shared so much trauma. We have shared so much loss. We have shared so much devastation. We have shared the amount of things that have occurred in the 10 years of our relationship are more things than people experience in their entire lives.
Mm.
And it's just like every layer of that, every piece of trauma that we were not able to come together
Mm.
at the end of just widened the gap.
Yeah. Put that wedge deeper.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where do you go from here?
No idea.
Okay.
It's going to be interesting.
Mhm.
We do our best to continue the conversation tonight, whatever that means.
Mhm.
Tomorrow morning he leaves for work. Is on a shoot in San Diego. Then he has to fly to DC to meet with a different client. Then he comes back. Then we have a week of chaos with the girls' schedules and our schedules. Then I leave for Mexico.
Yeah, you do.
Then I come back from Mexico. Then it's Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Then it's all of the Christmas things in December, all of the events, all of the school stuff, all of the social stuff. Then mid-December, I go to LA for a week. Then I come back. Then it's Christmas. Then it's 2026.
Yes, but
What I think is good, I actually think the space is very valuable
okay.
because the distance is going to provide perspective
Mm.
that we can't have when we are living on top of each other.
Mhm.
Obviously, we live in the same house. We work in the same house. We
Mhm.
both work from home. We literally work 10 feet from each other.
Yeah.
Okay, 15 feet from each other all day long. It's a lot.
It's a
Like
lot.
we don't get that space. And then like, because he is such a homebody,
Mm.
we don't get that space at home either. Because he doesn't, like I had to be like, I need one night a week where you were out of the house. I don't care what you do.
Yeah.
I need silence in my space where I can just sit with my energy and
Mhm.
my thoughts and not have to feel or be aware of your energy or your presence. I
Mm.
need me time.
Mhm.
I need me. I have to come back to me, and I can't do that when we are always
Yeah.
here. So anyway, I feel like the distance will be good.
Mm.
It will be informative of whatever comes next.
Yeah.
And I don't truly think we can figure that out without having space. So I
Mm.
think it is going to be really fucking chaotic, and also it is well timed.
Mm. Thanks, universe.
Thanks, Uni, for just, pouring the gasoline on and then just dropping that match and being like, deuces.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing that though, because I think that's helpful for everybody.
Yeah.
Especially if you're in any partnership, period.
Yeah.
And that expectation of like, this is what I expect out of my life.
Yes.
And
And being able to have those conversations
Mhm.
and not feel threatened by the other person's expectation.
No. And know that they'll change too. Everything changes.
Everything
is
changes.
changing.
Let's take this show on the road.
Yeah. But I also just, do we have anything else to say about that topic?
No, I think that's.
I think
we've exhausted
shit,
it.
I think it was good. But I also want to say shout out to Alyssa and Amanda, two of our listeners.
Yeah.
Who
Yes.
who listen every Tuesday.
Come on, you two.
Because I ran into Miss Alyssa at the Gregory's for Seattle Theater, and
The old Gregs.
Yeah, and said some really, really kind things. So about this pod.
What does she say?
Just that, we share hard stuff. Like
Yeah.
you and I share hard stuff. And I think that we shine a light into very dark places because one of the things that has helped us on our growth is like fucking getting your mag light out and being like, I don't want fungus in my life.
Yes.
Get
it
out of here.
out. Unless it's beneficial fungus.
I don't eat fungi, so like keep your fucking mushrooms to yourself. But
I'll take them.
But I think that like that's what you and I want to continue to do on this podcast is like talk about the hard stuff.
Yeah, lean into the hard stuff.
Since starting this podcast almost a full year ago, have really seen some shit.
Lean into some really hard stuff.
Like this year has kicked our bottoms, and we have just like been like, you know what? Let's talk about it.
My tushy.
My tush. And, shout out to, who was it? Ireland? No. England? Canada.
Which one? There's so many.
The listeners in
in
one
so
of
many
those places.
Oh.
But we had like constant listeners in.
Oh wait, you know what? I'll go through it on the next episode because we got a lot. We get, but yes, England and Scotland, I think,
Yes,
are the
England
two
and
places
Scotland.
where
Like,
people
thanks.
like holding down the fort.
Yeah, thanks over there.
England, Scotland. Where's the other? There's a random one. Spain. Yeah.
I can't remember right now, but we'll talk about it. But anyway, shout out to everybody, but to those ladies in particular because they keep reaching out and I love them.
Yeah.
I mean, Alyssa, I didn't even know you listened, so that was exciting.
I didn't either, and I love that is a thing that they share because they don't live in the same place. Alyssa and Amanda do not live in the same city, so that is like their shared experience for their friendship. It's like every Tuesday they listen to the pod. You guys,
yeah,
come on.
It makes me feel like I'm actually doing something and not just like talking to you and into the void.
Yeah,
you know.
Well, I think this is emotional acts of service in a nutshell, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like we want to be of service to people by way of talking about the hard shit that nobody wants to talk about.
Yeah. Well, anyway, but if you are listening and you haven't actually told us, here's how you can tell us is it's nothing, it's everything podcast@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
Kimberly will send you a nice little note back. And then if you want to talk to Tori, you can come on over to the Instagram. It's nothing, it's everything pod.
I'm over there sometimes.
Yeah, you're over there sometimes.
We what's her name? Loveland.
Loveland,
come on, Loveland. We had Loveland reach out. I mean, man, that endometriosis episode is like people are
talking about it,
feeling it, talking about it.
Yeah,
and so come over to the Instas if you want to talk about endometriosis or the pelvic floor. Just know that or our body count. Just know that it might take me a few days because I don't. Tori's better on the Instas than I am.
Oh, I'll get you on the Insta.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
Just if you want a stat response, that's not the place to find me.
I'll just send it. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Point is, we're doing our best, you guys.
Point is, we really are. We're trying. Point is, thanks for being here, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here, for showing up, for supporting us, for holding space for us, for,
doing all the damn things.
Yep.
So we will see you next Tuesday. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.
I was looking at somebody else.
Bo 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 bo.
Bee boo 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 boo.